Good evening and welcome to the Sunday service, everyone. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming in. Me and my co-host are ready for this show. You can see Jah Real is already there, ready with this nice, amazing red background, matching my red outfit, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. I see everyone from Jah Real's community. We are multi-streaming. So what's happening with that is that yes, I'm hosting Jah Real on this side, but you're also able to see him on his channel and give him that thumbs up there as well, so that we can, that's the power of collaboration. We're able to do this on both channels so that at least we get to benefit from this particular experience. Let me just reduce my volume a bit. I know it's a bit loud, but the people who don't know me, my name is Goga. I'm the host of the Sunday Service Live, and I normally host different content creators every single week, just for us to be able to have an idea of what they are doing in terms of their content, what inspired them to come on the YT streets, and so on and so forth. And I'm so honored to host my brother Jah Real today, because we've been planning for this for a while. And I'm so glad that it is finally happening. If you don't have Jah Real SVG, I have pinned the link on my channel. If you're watching from my channel, I have pinned something on top of the chat that will take you directly to his live stream. You can go and watch the live stream from the other side. And then once we are finished, I'll finish the interview, I'll be able to at least bring you back here, and then we'll be able to wind up. So allow me to take this chance to just give Jah Real is a co-host, so he's going to help me welcome people. I see Miss V, I see Anywhere Anytime JD, I see Lewis TV, I see Genesis, I see Michelle. Oh my goodness, everybody's there. Jacob in the building, Signature. I see Akashi, Purpose Driven, King Nero. Oh my goodness, everyone is here. The entire crowd is here. I can't even keep up.
N is here too.
Yeah, even everyone is here. Jah Real.
Anyway, good evening and good afternoon and good morning, or wherever you are. I mean, whatever it is, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Much love to you guys. Thank you for coming through and supporting me and on this journey with Goga. I know that you know, as he says, was a while. We're trying to get this organized, even before I even monetize. He's like,
I know.
when you gonna
Yeah,
come
exactly.
on? When you gonna
Yeah,
come on? Want me something to say? When you gonna like Goga, take it easy, man. One of these good times, man. Don't worry.
yeah.
But
I started like harassing him before he got monetized. I'm actually glad he remembers that, and I kept on saying hot seat
yeah,
and hot seat.
yeah. Remember, I even tell you I'll be buying bags of ice, and I asked you what kind of hot seat you talking about. So you must be have plans for me and stuff. But yeah, it's a beautiful thing, though. It's a beautiful thing. We came from far, all of us, not just me. Gogo
Mm.
started his journey. I don't know how long, but he did. And anyway, Gogo be asking them questions, so I will be. I'm not trying
Yeah,
to lead here today. I'm not the lead here today. I'm just here to answer questions.
yeah. And Maury Smith, nice to see you, Maury. Maury, you made it. Maury, you made it. Maury, you made it. It is 9:30 a.m. and not 10:30. Nice try, but I'm still here. No, Maury,
Morty,
you said you'll be available from 10:40. I think when you were at Jaril's place on
yeah, he said
Friday.
10:40. He said
You
ten
said
forty. It's
you
true.
said
Yeah,
10:40. Yeah.
yeah.
He said 10:40. Genesis, nice to see you. Genesis says, Goga sees greatness in us early on. Oh, stop. Oh, stop. Uh, let me tell you why I've been harassing Jaril to come to the Sunday service, because anytime I go to his live stream, this man drops with, and he normally just drops it so naturally when he's speaking and just telling people about life and the things that he has been through, and also just trying to motivate the young generation. That is what made me drew me towards him, and I said this will be an amazing guest at the Sunday service. So for me to see him here today on the 15th of September, it's such a dream come true, because this man is busy, guys. This man is booked, blessed, and busy.
Book
But
lesson.
finally,
And that's a
but
mouthful right there. You know what I mean? That's a
yeah,
real mouthful. But hey,
yeah,
we're here
book
today.
book
And
blessed and is busy and is
wrap
now
it up.
here. Yes. So once again, guys, allow me to welcome the guest. This is Jah Real SVG. Most of you know Jah Real very well. Is a known known face in the community. And allow me to just take this moment to just welcome each and every one of you who managed to just tap in and catch this live stream with Jah Real. We are going to be having a conversation just on life generally, lessons, and so on and so forth. And feel free to ask any question. I think as we go, it's going to be very casual. We don't have like a script you're following, so it's just based on what he says, just to understand his journey coming into the whitey streets and so on and so forth. I see Akashi there. Thanks so much, Akashi. Akashi, I really appreciate the blessing. I can see my super blessing there coming through. Thank you so much, Akashi, for the blessing. Allow me to acknowledge this real quick with my water. Akashi, this is for you. I am going to be on her channel in the next couple of hours, so I'm looking forward to that interview. I'm going to be on the other side of her panel. So thank you so much, Akashi. This is for you. This is for you. This is for you. This is for you. Wait, what happened? May your
Yeah.
pot never run. May your pot never run dry. And I also want to acknowledge Joe Delaney. Thank you so much for the 3 months of trust. I really appreciate the blessing. Thank you so much, Joe Delaney. And nice to see you here. Very demure, very demure, very demure, as some people say. Famous, everyone. Hey, Miss Gould is here. Miss Gould is here. Thank you so much, Miss Gould is here. Jaril needs his background adjusted. Let's see. I don't know. He's okay with his red background. Jaril, this is Miss Gould telling you to adjust your background.
Miss Gould, thank you for your input. But I can't change the color that's back there right now, unless I turn like so. But yeah.
Yeah. Or he wants, maybe she wants a view of your garden. But anyway, we'll come to that later.
Please leave my sister alone, Goga. Don't mess with my sister.
And then Miss V agrees the same about your background. Okay, Jaril, do you want to change your background now? There's a demand. The queens are asking you to change your background.
Aye. I'm trying to figure out, trying to keep myself from the sun.
It's very sunny, guys, where Jaril is, and I think I actually got to see that because he showed me around before we came on the panel. Rooted and Essential Oils, nice to see you, brother. Thank you so much. Maura, welcome. Mr. Louisiana, I see Mr. Louisiana there on the other side. Suraya, thank you so much, Suraya, appreciated. So thank you so much, guys. If you don't have Jaril, jump on the other side and get to connect to Jaril. And Donna British is in the building. Welcome, Donna British. Purpose Driven, once again, nice to see you. Signature, my amazing brother. Keep up the amazing work you're doing in terms of your WH. Alisa Adventures Inclusive, I see each and every. I'm trying to see whether I can say hi to people very quick before we start our conversation. It washes him out. I know, but I don't know. I don't know. I know the red is a bit. I like his red background, but I know it's very bright right now. So
yeah, it's so bright. It's showing different than on the computer than it would show on a phone. So let me do this and see something.
All right. I'll let me see.
How you like it?
The light now is. Let me see. Let me bring it up close and see what that looks like. Oh, sorry. Let's see how this looks. Oh, now he's against the light. Let's see whether we can see him.
Thank you, Jerry, for supporting. I need somebody to supporting here. Okay, special. Okay, yeah, there we go.
Let's see how this. Oh, this now makes. We can't see his face, guys.
Yeah, so that's the reason I'm using the light that I have, because the light is coming from this side, which is it may look like my right hand, but it's my left hand. So yeah.
Yes. So it appears we have to stick with the red guy. Oh, Jaril, can you just stay there? Just stay there. That looks much better. Just between the, let's see, just between the garden and
trees and the
yeah. Let's see. I don't know, guys. Don't worry. We still have like about 4 minutes, so we can still play around here. Let's see. How is this? This looks better. It doesn't. At least he balances the garden and his face. Miss V, Miss Gould, can we? Yeah, we can stay with you. Akashi agrees. Yeah,
thank you, Jacob. Let me say thank you to Jacob here. He says Jah Real special guest. Okay, I think that is
yeah.
All right. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you.
I think they agreed.
Let me say this, guys. Please don't let your finger be invisible. Please don't let your finger be invisible. Hit the like button when you come in. Like and share something and let people see it and know that we are here this evening. Goga is here. We're going to chop it up. We're going to cut it up. And if you get in the mid, we're going to chew it up. Anyway.
Absolutely. I love it. Jacob, once again, thank you so much for the 1 month of trust. And I see Jacob is marking a milestone there on Jah Real's channel. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to acknowledge that as well. Claudia Talks, nice to see you. Good Vibes K is in the building. Welcome, Good Vibes. How are you doing?
Wow.
Love to all watching, especially Goga and Jah Real, the hosts. Yes, guys, we are co-hosting this show. Miss Gould and Miss V, you can help me out there on the chats on Jah Real's side, because I know you may not be able to see the messages tonight, because when we start talking, it will be hard for him to multitask checking the messages. So just help me welcome people, because I know I'm sending my community on that side to also just connect to him. And I see Famous has already jumped there on Jah Real's side. Maura as well, thank you so much. Goga, you are highly appreciated. Thank you so much and congratulations, Maura. That was a beautiful interview you had with JD. All right, so Jah Real is going to balance the garden and the red, and I think he looks much better. It looks much better.
Well, look good for you guys, man. Anything for y'all. I ain't jumping over no hoops, but anything for y'all.
That's good. So once again, Jah Real, welcome. It's so nice having you at the Sunday service. I know this has been a long time coming, but we finally made it. We are finally doing this. Please introduce yourself to my community, and the people may not know who is Jah Real. Who is Jah Real SVG?
Well, Jah Real is a brother that came from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The Grenadines is 32 little islands off the coast of St. Vincent itself. St. Vincent, It's the main island, which is the bigger island. It has places like Bequia, Canouan, Union, Myro, Mustique, and also Petit St. Vincent. And it's north of Grenada, which is another smaller island that is in that vicinity. And it's south of St. Lucia, which is a said small island too. But we are like west of Barbados, which is Barbados is the most easterly Caribbean island in the Caribbean, and it's much closer to Africa than any of the Caribbean island. So,
Wow.
you
Wow.
know,
Awesome. Awesome. I like how you said it's much more closer to Africa than any of the Caribbean islands. That's amazing.
but
That's
it's true.
amazing.
It's true. It's true. That's just fact. That's nothing that I'm making up. That's fact. You know.
Makes sense. Right. Thank you so much, everyone on the chat. I think you guys yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. And I like what you said. Please make use of your finger. Give us that thumbs up. We are not on vertical, so I'm not going to say double tap the screen, but just click on the like button. There's a like button just below the video. Just click on that like button so that you're able to support, to support the conversation, support the conversation here. And once again, thank you so much for coming in. And then also use the opportunity to network. In case you don't know anybody on the chat, say hi to them. Say hi to them, and just talk to them nicely, and then become their friends. And let us have if you don't have anybody in the Jah Real community, also just say hi to them and connect to them as well. Jah Real, talk to us about these islands. Talk to us about how early on in your life, how because I know you are you're currently in the United States. So just talk to us about your early life at the Grenadines and St. Vincent, and what are some of the major what was the major experience that probably even inspired you to now relocate to the United States, and how long has how long has it been since you made that decision to move?
Well, growing up, most of our youth growing up, everybody wanted to go somewhere. I mean,
Yeah.
it could have been England, it could have been Canada, it could have been America, but I had the opportunity to go to not to England as yet, but I'm going to go there sometime. But I traveled to Trinidad and spent a short little time in Trinidad. I lived there for a while. And then I went to Barbados and I spent a lot of time there in Barbados, close to 10 years living in Barbados. And I learned a lot of life lessons in Barbados. When I was in Trinidad, it was it was party time. I used to party from Friday right back up to Sunday. And that's the truth. I used to be out there partying. I share this already on my channel, but sometimes there's no people, and it's good to share it again. But after going to Barbados, it tends to change my outlook on how I see life. I grew up without mother and father, and I start traveling at an early age, in my teens, and start exploring, trying to figure out how I'm gonna, go forth in my life and make something of myself. And after a while, I went back to St. Vincent I decided, well, I'm going to go back to St. Vincent after 10 years in Barbados, and end up having a cousin that lived in Canada at the time, and he was like, "What are you doing home?" And I says, "Well, nothing." He says, "Well, do you have plans?" I said, "Not really. I'm just gonna, whatever come, I'll deal with it." He says, "You want to come to Canada?" He says, "You invited me?" He said, "Yeah." And there I am. I'm in Canada. Spent spent about 2-3 weeks in Canada, and came to America. And
Nice.
from there on, I was here. But let me make sure that these folks that I give them a jacket. Anyway, yeah. So that's the answer on that. You know.
Awesome. I see. Thank you so much, everyone. I see Albert. I see Kobinata and Miss V. Thank you so much. I can see you're doing an amazing job there, helping us. Welcome, everyone. Farmer Josin Dong, nice to see you. And each and everyone there. Thank you, Juba Bruce. Appreciate it. So you finally settled in the United States, and what was that? What was like? What was like the experience like? Because to the people who may not understand, maybe let's say the Caribbean, and then now you're in the United States. Probably, I always tend to think that even as an African, that I think we have probably more in common with the people in the Caribbean than than let's say the United States. So
more than you would know. More than you would,
Yes. So talk to us about this shift. Like you move from like the Caribbean and you move to a new way of life in the in the United States. What was the cultural adjustment like? Just how you are settling in, and there is a way of life you are used to. let's say even as compared to Barbados or something, and then you're now in the United States. So what was that shift like?
See, due to the fact that I had traveled to, I'm not, when I was in Barbados, I did travel to other countries such as
Yes.
Brazil, shopping for because I used to
Ooh.
buy and sell, shoes. And Brazil do have some of the best leather,
Yeah.
because they deal with a lot of cows and stuff, and they do have the
Yeah.
best leather. So I used to go to Brazil to shop for shoes, and go to Venezuela to shop for clothing, and then
Whoa.
I'll get gold. I'll buy gold from Guyanese that come from Guyana. So I used to do that, and while I was doing my carpentry work, you know what I mean. So I was a hustler, and I had the opportunity to travel, and meet and go to different places. So coming to the United States, it wasn't like a culture shock, or you just, you travel, to keep yourself to yourself.
Mm.
You don't ruffle feathers. You kind of, watch, look, listen, and learn type of thing.
Yeah.
So that's how, I lived my life. I mean, when I first got to this country, it was a bit hard, and I ain't gonna jump up and say it was easy. It wasn't easy, but then I had to feel myself out, find my niche, and decide, well, you know what, I'm gonna make it work, whatever it is. And not that I wasn't frustrated. Yeah, plenty, a lot, but it worked out wherein that I end up doing the best out of it.
Yeah.
I don't toot your horn, Mister Neighbor. No, but he's true. That's true. Guyana has some of the best gold the in the world, because it's that red gold. I still have rings. I mean, I still got rings that I bought from Guyanese, um,
Ooh.
inside. Still, it's still there. The only thing, I can't wear rings because I have to cut them off anytime I put them on. My fingers swell, so I can't wear rings. Seriously.
Yeah. I like
Oh
how
my
you said, I have my golden rings, guys. I have my golden rings. I have my golden rings.
Yes, I bought from they're from Guyana, Guyana gold. Guyana gold is some
Amazing.
of the best gold. It's up there with Indian gold, because they got that same,
Ah,
you know.
nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Jaril, talk to us about the travel, because I like what you said. I was a hustler, and clearly you are a very international hustler. How did you how are you able to sustain all these things? And I know you slid in there that there was a carpentry, your carpentry work that was going on. How are you able to you are in Venezuela, you are in Brasilia, you are in all these places. Like, how was that Um,
Those places I couldn't speak none of the language, but
yeah,
there was people there that host me at the time, because you meet people along the way, and they would come to Barbados, and they would say, okay, they might not speak the fullness of the English language, but they
yeah.
could understand you, and you ask them, would you host me if I come down there to do some shopping? Because I
Yeah.
was selling clothes, and as I say, I was selling shoes and gold. I buy for one price and sell at another price. And while I was doing my carpentry work, you know what I mean? So it was a side hustle plus what I do. I was building houses, you know, just come off of working with a friend of mine that were from
Mm.
St. Vincent, that was living in Barbados, and he went back. So I just pick up the mantle and say, you know what, I'm going to do this on my own, and, keep on doing it. I mean, working by myself too. I did a
Mm.
lot of my work on my own and by myself, so it gives me the understanding how to do things by yourself, find ways and means to get it done by yourself. So it wasn't these things come to me. I think they come natural because I apply myself,
Yeah.
and once you apply yourself, things become natural. It's easily said than done. For some people, it takes a while, and I wouldn't say that the person they're slow, or whatever, whatever what we want to put on it. Just mean
Mm.
people take a little bit more time, and than to get things done. Me, I kind of like to look, learn, and easily get things done after the fact. Once I looked at it and I see it, I could get it, I could do it.
I like that. How many years ago was this? I mean, I'm just trying to just get an idea. Don't worry, I'm not asking your age. I'm just.
Yeah, yeah, I'm a grown man.
Yeah, because that also that also gives me the impression you're also like one adventurous person, because not many people have that adventurous spirit of just saying, wow, I'm coming, host me there, I am on my way. Like most people cannot. Most people start thinking about their comfort zone,
Well, you see,
and
when you're young, you have no fear. So
yeah,
things you're not putting anything in thought. And I still live my life like that today. I don't have fear about things.
yeah,
I live my life not living in fear, because anytime you start living in fear, you're not living. You know what I mean? You have to live without fear of anything will happen and expect anything to happen. You know?
mm.
Yeah. Well, if you asking the question of how long I've been here, I would say about 30 something.
Wow, 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 wow. Okay,
30 something years in this country.
look at Nero. Nero says you're 99. Wow, he looks good for 99, Nero.
Hey, hey, I would expect that from him. I find myself being a clown and I think you see, those are my two nemesis right there. They'll be on my case, and I love that. Bradford,
Yeah. Yeah.
how you
Uh,
doing?
but, and Batswe is reflecting what I was just trying to say. Most people like that was like most people say Batswe says that could be very dangerous. That spirit of no fear. Were you not scared? And just thinking of like some of these countries, and this is going to be my next question. What is like your how many countries have you been to, and which was your most favorite? Because most of us hear about Venezuela, and the image that the media has
No,
portrayed some of these countries.
the only thing with Venezuela per se, right?
Yeah.
And even Brazil per se.
Mm.
I never mentioned this much to people, but I you have to know that if you have money in your pocket, don't keep it in your pocket. You have to push
Oh.
it down in between A. You know what I mean? Inside your on the way and keep it. Because
Wait,
people
wait, wait, Daryl, those are receipts. Can you repeat it again? I don't think we heard very well.
listen,
Just
you do not when my time when I go to because I've been there about three to four different times, right? But when
yeah,
you go into shop, you're going in a big market to shop for clothing.
yeah.
But when you have your money, you're pulling it out from inside you could stand up right here. You're putting it
Okay.
in there because you don't want people look. they- Let me tell you, they're quick to draw on your pocket. You know what I mean? And you
Yeah,
see, you feel yourself walking, and then all of a sudden you're grabbing for your pocket. There's nothing there. So I understand all that because I had people that went there before that gave me that insight. So I ask questions, and a lot of things that I do, I ask questions before I, I do them because I wanna have information. Information
yeah.
is key, you
I
know.
love it.
And it's the same thing for Brazil too, you know. And in
Everybody
fact,
is.
anywhere you are in this world, it's I mean, it could happen to you.
You're making everyone on the chat is now laughing. I can see Andrea Jacobs, Eunice. You totally gave everybody a whole laughter, laughing moment there.
But it's
Um,
it's
do you
true.
think this? Do you think the situation is the same today, or I mean, I'm assuming this was back in the day. You've been in the
You mean
US for like. Do you think?
you mean in Venezuela?
Yes, because we say no, no. I think did you say Brazil or Venezuela where we have to tack our money?
It is the same thing. I don't think it changed. And people, I mean, I'm not putting. I love Venezuela. I also love Brazil too because it kind of give us, even though that is more advanced in building per se,
Yes.
is
Yeah.
about the same thing. Because if you go outskirt from the towns and the city, you see the same kind of fruits and so on and so forth that you would
Yeah.
see in any one of the other Caribbean islands. So it's much, and people are friendly just the same, but you still have to protect yourself. Even here in the United States,
Yeah.
to protect yourself. So anywhere you go in this world, protection, 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 protection. You can't work slight. You had to look both sides and around you because you cannot be even though I was like you know running and with no fear. there is always me looking over my shoulder, make sure that I'm in the right place. Even when I go back home to my island,
Yeah,
there's certain place that I won't go. Period. You know,
makes sense.
you know.
Miss V is asking you, how do you get it out to make a purchase? Miss V, what picture are you thinking? Miss V, you've created a whole. So you have that question by Miss V,
Or
and
if
King
I,
Nero says a
well,
bit to
well,
Venezuela
look,
is a challenge for real.
look,
So let's
you have your money, right? What
yes.
you will do is there's always a pocket. It's not like you have it resting on top of it or whatever your mind running with Miss. Yeah, and nothing resting on top of nothing. You have a bag where you put it there and it goes into the bag and you pull out. So even if somebody wanna, they're like, nah, I can't go and get in there. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what you do. You put, there's in a bag. You pull it from the bag, and you keep it roll up in your hands. You know what I mean? And when you're ready, you just peel it off and pay for whatever you're paying because you might meet. And most of the time, had a particular person that I go to that do
Yeah.
wholesale, so I didn't have to go and go to a million different type of people. So I didn't have to do any interaction with others. Hey, good to see you there, Mama Rebecca. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't have to go and interact with a lot of people because I had one wholesaler that I go to, and once I spent money with him, he would take me to his house and we sit down. I'll drink a beer with him, and just for the hell of it. I had people that I stay by, and I know where I was staying, so I didn't have no problem. I wasn't out late in the night because I'm new. The same
Yeah.
thing with Brazil when you go there. I mean, and anyway you go in this world, as I say, it has its
Yeah.
own challenge.
Which is your most favorite country to be in? And once again, Miss Radhika, nice to see you. Miss Gould says, yeah, the same way they do it here in the US. What was your most favorite country during that time when you used to travel, be it Ghana, be it Brazil, Venezuela?
Uh,
Jared, you've really been around the world. I'm
well,
just saying.
Google, they got plenty thing for me right now. You got me
I
spilling my
love
guts.
receipts.
You got me spilling my guts and thinking. But yeah, my favorite place when to come to back in the day when it come to partying, it was Trinidad.
Ooh, of course. Of
Trinidad,
course.
because I used to, every Friday evening. Once my brother paid me because I used to work for my brother, and he paid me. I would be going into the capital, which is Port of Spain, and hang out. And from there, I might end up in a party, and probably I don't get back home until Sunday evening.
You are
And
that guy.
I'm not talking about Sunday evening, 4 o'clock in the evening, Sunday evening, 12 in the night. You know what I mean?
You mean like Monday morning because you have to be at work in a few hours.
Yeah, yeah. Them time I had a lot of energy, so I could have do up until whatever time Monday morning, and still
Yeah.
still do work because the energy is there. But yeah, now that I'm mature, I can't do them things.
And once again, guys, thank you so much for choosing the Sunday service. And I'm glad to see everybody from my community jumping on Jah Real's side. Yes, please do that. Connect to the amazing gentleman and make sure connect to his channel, give him a thumbs up, and stay there. You can watch the interview from his channel. We are doing the same live stream, so you can stay there on the other side. I'm able to see everybody's chat. And if you have any question you want to ask, if you have any comment you want to ask based on what he's saying on his experiences, feel free to drop it on the chat. I will highlight it for him to be able to see. Like Papa's is already saying, wow, Trinidad, the home of carnivals, the home of
Carnivals.
You can see your party people are coming in.
Home of Carnival and Bacchanal. Bacchanal means to party and get on, but anyway.
Right.
If I'm, yeah.
And
Yes.
I see Eric. Eric, nice to see you. Home Care Queen, nice to see you. Sorry, I interrupted what you're going to say. Just carry on.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me just support these folks by giving them some color so they could go ahead and interact with others. Yes, guys,
Yeah.
thank you for coming in, and make sure that you guys stick and stay. Don't let your finger be invisible. Let these numbers go up. This is a beautiful thing, and we need to have you here. This is something that we should be able to do, not just me and your Goga, You're making me say you. Yeah. We could carry this on for because we have other people that is supporting us, and we should be hey love. I guess
Yeah.
a lot of Vinci in the house right here, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
So
but
so let me see. Okay. Jarrell, you can just continue. I think you're in the middle of a train of thought. I don't want to interrupt. Just carry on.
nah, I just was telling the folks that support. I see
Okay.
somebody from Nabohanzi there. It's Nasto. Hey
Nasto.
Nasto. Yeah,
Nasto. Hi
Nabohanzi.
Nasto. Hi Nasto. How you doing?
Mercy,
Um
Mercy Empire. Big up to you, my sister. Much love.
yeah.
Well, let me give some of these folks a shout out
Jack.
before we
All
jump
right.
in.
All right.
So, Mr. Smith, Eve, Percy from Uganda, Rebecca. Much love to you, Miss Cool, Miss V, Purpose, Jivin, Jacob, Susie, Home Care Queen Vlog, and if I didn't get your name here, Crossdale, yeah, and all that.
Thank you.
I didn't get your name. We love you. Glad to have you here today. Such a
Yeah.
wonderful thing. And my brother King Nero.
King Nero is asking you a question there. Did you go to upper level? I'm not getting it. But I'm sure you're going to
Upper level in Trinidad.
Yeah.
Claudette Grant, my Bahamian friend. Yeah. Uh, uh, upper level.
Well,
I'm trying to figure out when he said upper level, if he meant if it's in Trinidad or
Nero,
Barbados. I
yeah.
don't.
Nero clarify for Jaril so that we know how to go about it. So Jaril, you settled in the United States. This is 37 years ago. Did you settle in immediately, or was it like an on and off, or did you have to travel and then go back home?
No. I have.
Yeah.
It's it took me a while before I start traveling anyway.
Mm.
Because my thought when I got to the States is with me just working for money, but but my thought is work for money and go back to
Mm.
where I come from because I'm
Yes.
happy there, and I didn't want for anything. I come to America because well, I ain't gonna get into that part. That one is for nobody's ears at all. Jamaica,
Yeah.
yes. So, but
Yeah.
anyway, when I it spent a while before I start going back to St. Vincent anyway. But it takes a while before I start traveling. And as I said, there was some rough time, There's
Mm.
many a times I might have been home and not able to work. And I'm a person I do not like to be home and not working. And even if I'm home, I had to find something to do, to
Mm.
keep me occupied because my hands don't keep still and my feet don't keep still. So and my brain always ticking on something, something to dig, something to do, something to get something done. So yeah,
Yeah. Interesting stuff. So let me just get this straight. So did you keep the business? I'm assuming the businesses were before you moved to the States.
right,
So
right, right, right. I
yeah,
never really partake in that. When I got to the States, I had my own home improvement business,
oh
for a
nice.
while, and then at the time, start of because of I mean, let me choose my words because I don't want to, make it seem like I'm. Yeah, it kind of went down, so I had to leave it alone. I was putting out money for insurance plus license and overhead and all that good stuff, but it never really panned out to where I wanted to be. Maybe I should have. If I do it over again, it would be different because I have the understanding what I did wrong and what I should have done at the time. You know, so yeah.
So sorry. Let me see. I think I saw some comment there. So Nero says Trinidad. I think for the upper
Oh,
level question.
upper level in Trinidad. No, I
Yeah.
haven't been to upper level. But I could name a couple of DJ if you since you're talking about Trinidad as a Guyanese. You know anything about Rocky the Wax Wizard? You know, if I mean, I can name some DJs that I party with. You know, Rose, Rocky the Wax Wizard, Brandy Bishop. You know, yeah, those are folks that any Trinidad in here with that is as young as I am would know these folks. Yeah, I'm inviting.
Right. And guys, feel free to like drop any question or any comments that you
Sure.
have. And I like how people are saying, I was invited here. Papa's invited me here. Nice. Thank you so much for that, Miss Claudette.
Thank
Claudette
you,
was invited
purpose.
here.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
thank you so
purpose.
much for that. Grace Marku, nice to see you. Grace Marku, here is Jaril because I was on Grace Marku's live stream earlier. And Grace Marku was so excited. He's like saying, "Oh, I hope I'm able to hear what Jaril will be saying." And I'm like, "Yeah, he's very like very clear, articulate. Even I can hear." Um, Moti says, "I would like to party with you, my brother."
Boy is an animal you're dealing with. A special type of animal you'll be dealing with. Yeah, I'm telling you. Even
Do you see?
don't let us fool you.
You
You
see,
know.
yeah, you still look like a party animal, but very,
Nah, yeah. Well, nowadays it's a little bit different because you know you kind of been there, done that. But if
yeah,
I have to party, then nothing could stop me. You know what I mean? You can't stop me if I really want to party. But yeah,
all
I,
right. Allow me to just get back to so you start your your home improvement business. Just those initial stages of settling in the US. Um, and also just based on the the your heritage and settling in, because the US becomes a different ball game. And I know this is always a very sensitive question to ask, especially for us Black people. So how was that experience for you? I mean, just from your lived experience, um, in the States, when it comes to
well,
the to race.
as I was saying before, I didn't really had any problem per se living here in
Mm,
this country. Yes, I know all the race to the cis or whatever the hell we want to say it. It's
mm,
existed. I met it. I've dealt with it. It come to me, but I still has to focus on what I wanted to do and what I expect out of me, not
mm.
people that wants to be. You know, I wants that. I expect the best out of me, and I'm not gonna let people pull me down. Especially when I wake up happy in the morning, I'm not gonna let you take away my happiness. No way. You
I
know,
love that. I
whether
love
it's
that.
here on Whitey Street or whether it's here on these American street. You know,
Mm.
because I've met people, bro. If you meet these folks and the way they act and carry on, you kind of be like, is these people for real? But you can't follow the trend. The trend is only for a time and it fade away. Like the other day, I had the animal videos, and then all of a sudden, trend.
You had to go. You had to go there. You had to go
Yeah,
there. You had to go
yeah,
there.
because you're the one that promoted a lot. I see that, and everybody just jump on the trend.
My goodness, yeah, that was crazy. That was a crazy time. Jerry, looking back to just I was just trying to establish your early life and everything, but looking back at this life as it is, like just based on the title of the live stream, what would you say? When you look back and you just like run through history from all these experiences, what is that one achievement that you're most proud of? And how did you really get to like get there? What was like they always say sometimes success comes at a cost. What was the cost of that achievement that you can share with us looking back?
What is success? I
Hmm.
asked you that question.
What is success? Like it has a lot of definitions, for of course, for sure.
Good.
So let me say achievement. Let me stick to achievement.
My achievement is to be alive at this point of time in my life, in
Ooh.
this year, as in 2024. You know what I mean? Because
Mm.
anything could have happened. Not that I've been out there trying to be a hoodlum, and I've I've navigated myself through some. And don't ask question because you won't get the answer from for that. Didn't navigate myself through things that sometimes I'm like, I know the Father had my back. He
Mm.
really had my back. You know what I mean?
Mm. Mm.
And, uh, and I would never, I would love to, if I have to live my life over again, I would want it to be the same way. Certain things I'll change, but majority of it, because it give me a learning experience that nothing in this world could have given me the way I dealt with certain situation. Yeah,
I
I
like
don't know if
that.
that's your question, but yeah.
No, no, most people never. That's a very unique answer because most people always say that if they were to get back to square one, they will probably do this, change this, change this, change this. But I like how you say, for you, the biggest gift and the biggest achievement is being alive. I think that's very profound. That's very profound. You definitely answered my question. Papa says, to wake up and see a new day is gratitude.
Yep, yep.
To be thankful. Never allow anyone to steal that joy. 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%. Let me see. I think I'm up to date. Amira, Tube Princess Amira, nice to see you. Welcome, sis. Thank you so much for coming in. One of the things that and I like how you said, Goga, I've been around. I've been around. One of the things you get to see, especially as you grow older, you tend to have an advantage over most people in the society because you've seen how the world has changed. You've seen certain decades that were like really the greatest decades to live in. What if I was to talk about, like, let's say, some of the biggest changes you've probably seen over the years, just from an observer, as an observer of the world, what are like some of the profound moments? I think what were some of like the golden years, to be honest? I don't know what I'm asking, but I think you get the point.
Uh, in the 80s,
Yeah.
where when I was living in part of the 80s when I was living in Barbados, because I've seen changes in me as a person and
Mm.
also things around me and the way I had to adapt to the certain situation at the time. And that is, that has been inspiration. This part of the 90s, when President Clinton was in office. I mean, I made money when he was in office. Hope he could go back anyway. But I was foolish with the money anyway. So yeah, it ain't count. Yeah. But the 80s had because I start finding myself, you know,
Mm.
um, and I give you one little something that happened to me. When I was in Barbados, I wasn't working for
Mm.
months, and I had one pair of shoes on my feet, and I end up spending. If anybody from Barbados here, jump and say this. I went to a place called St. John. It's the
Mm.
roughest side of Barbados, right? Um, namely the seaside. And on the seaside there's a ridge that you could go up by some pine tree. I had a bottle of water, $1.50, 75 cents for the bus to go, and 75 cents to go back to where I came from, right?
Mm.
And I find myself spent 3 days on a fast in that area with nobody to. When I in the daytime I go to the sea, take a shower, go back up and fast. I mean, just naturally just fall out wearing that. I All I was thinking about is my prayer, and I pray within those 3 days, just drinking water. At one time, someone passed by, asked me if I wanted something to eat, and I said no. I said I need a bottle of water, and that person went and bring me back that bottle of water. So I was just drinking water. And when I come out from that fast, my life changed immensely. Things changed so rapidly in my life. It was so amazing, and that's why I'd say the 80s, because a lot of things happened within the time that that
Amazing.
yeah.
Was it an intention? I'm just curious. Was it an intentional fast, or it was the circumstances
Well,
pushed you to do?
it was, to me. I think there was a spirit speaking to me and telling me to go there.
Mm.
You know,
Wow.
To me, it's just a spirit say, you take yourself from here and place yourself there. Because I've been to that place before.
Yeah.
Always go up in that same area and just look down. The road is below, the sea is below the road, and so on and so forth. So it's always a calming feelings while I was there. And then me, you know, getting that, like someone or something talk to you within your
Mm.
heart. You should go there and spend 3 days there. Not like I was saying it. It's like it comes in your thought and you had to do it.
I love
And
that.
believe it or not, I only had $1.50 in my pocket, nothing more, nothing less. 75 cents for the bus to go, and 75 cents for the bus to come back to Bridgetown, which is the capital of Barbados. So yeah, so
Wow.
that changed me immensely. I come back out of there, I never, from that day on, I never want for anything.
I love the comment. The people you're moving people on the chat, and we have about 40 eyes looking at us right now, and everybody's just like saying, "Wow, wow, wow, wow," and I think they can totally resonate with this. That was actually you kind of preempted what I was going to ask you next, and I guess that's the beauty of wisdom because you definitely do have it.
Yeah.
When you look at one of the things I think as we grow older, you notice that sometimes our values and even on how we perceive life, generally even our outlook on on life normally changes. um in what ways would you say that your outlook on life has changed? Because I know there are certain things you used to value back in the day when you're like a young person, but life circumstances happen and you realize that there are certain things that nowadays that take priority in your life. How would you say that your outlook on life has changed over the years?
Uh,
Sorry guys, just give us a moment. I know there's an ambulance there, but okay, it's
yeah,
gone.
yeah, that's all right. It's not close to it's on the other street over. But yeah, change. Change. Well, I must say, the kids have kids and their friends and what they have bring forth to me as an elder to them,
Mm,
and appreciation that they appreciate me for to setting them on certain path, and I could see these kids up to today, and they always
mm,
come and say, thank you, thank you, thank you very much, pops. They call me pops. Thank you, pops. You always was a good person to us. You never make us feel less than um you know even you playing that you're more than. And no, and I keep telling folks, do not argue with your kids. Don't cuss your kids. Don't use ill words. Sit them down and talk to them like human beings, because they are human beings. And if you want respect from your kids, you first have to be the one that put that respect out there, you know. And kids are what changed me. And I still have the ability to, you know, get kids' attention. And that is a beautiful thing when you could have that, you know.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. I love that.
I'm a kid at
Um, and that's a good thing. And I mean, you talked about kids. You look anytime I come to your live stream, you look like quite the disciplinarian. I mean, and I've watched you for a while. I'm like, I'm trying. What is your relationship with your kids like? I know they're older now because you're a granddaddy as well. So I mean, I'm just trying to imagine how that is.
Listen, those are questions you would have to ask the kids. But I could tell you that me and my kids have a great relationship. Never had any with butt heads all the time. Even today,
Yes.
even
Yeah.
this morning, you know. But we have a great relationship. We don't, if I have something to say, I would say it. I don't demean. I don't create no issue for them, because I don't want them creating issue for me. We
Mm,
sit down. If we have something to talk about, we hash it out as grown folks, as they're grown now. And even when they were younger, I sit down and talk to them, because you can't get something over when you're on top of your voice and thinking that you could overtalk. Kids won't listen to you.
mm.
Calm, cool, and collective. That's the order
Actually,
of the day. Calm, cool, and collective. That's the order of the day. And I always tell folks, young folks that are having kids, Give your kids a chance to shine. Be a disciplinary by not doing a damn thing. Just looking. You can look at a kid and he won't want he stand, you know. And that's how I did it. I didn't have to talk. I just and hey, like you don't mess with Jerry and he's, you know what I mean?
How about your grandkids? Because I'm trying to imagine, like, you always talk about your grandkids every single time, and I'm always there's always like a smile that comes to your face anytime you're talking about the grandkids.
I have a beautiful granddaughter.
Yeah.
She's a breath of fresh air. She was the first, and she's my baby. But I also have a grandson.
Yeah.
You know, and oh, he is a bunch of joy. But let me tell you, you know, he is all over the place. But love him because you know what? He is so smart. Goga, I'm telling you, I'm not bragging on him because he's my grandson, but he's smart. I seen him did something one time. I was down by his pops because he lives in Virginia. And we sit me and his father and him was on the deck. But what happened? We had some people there, and they kind of pour some drinks on the deck itself, which is wood, and flies start, you know,
Yeah.
in the area. And me and my son there, I say, we should spray some bleach on it. And then my son said, I don't think we want to put any bleach. We got the dog. My grandson had like those wipes
Yeah.
in a bottle. He went, take those wipes, spread them over that area. All right. And I'm watching it. I do have pictures. I do have receipts for that. Over those areas. Take his hands and wipe that. You know, I didn't see no flies at all go back to that area. And that amazed me. You know, amazed me. I couldn't figure it out, and his father couldn't figure it out, but he figured it out. You know
Amazing.
what I mean? You know, and little things like that is such blessings, man. When you look at kids and you see them growing and you see they're using their mind to do things and and implementing and getting things done without you have to tell them, you be like, yes.
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 There's that pride and everything. Yeah, because he always talks about his grandkids, and I'm always like, I needed him to like talk about this. Darlene Bustamante, nice to see you. I see Ifeanyi on the chat. Thank you so much. Let me see anybody else I've not said hi to. Thank you so much, guys, for listening in. All the 42 million of you in the building. We really appreciate your support. Flo and Ted, I saw Pancake in there. Let's go. Benny, I know you're hiding in the bush. Welcome, Benny, as well. Nice to see you. And then, of course, Lydia Simba, nice to see you as well. Lizmu, thank you so much, guys. I hope you are listening in. Feel free to drop any question, any comments you may have for Jah Real, as long as he's on the panel. Then I'll be able to like relate to him. The good thing is he's so good. He's so good when we are preparing for this interview. Let me give you receipts. He's on his laptop and everything, and I like how you can see the messages even from where he's sitting, because when I highlight them like this, for some reason he can read them. He's able to read them and he's able to pick them from there. So Sarah Brainy, nice to see you. I don't see Mia Moore. No, Darlene is on my side, so I can see everybody on both live streams. So that's why I'm able to welcome people from both sides. So I can see everybody from Jah Real's side, and I can see everybody from my side. Moti. This is what happens with StreamYard, multi-stream. That's how it happens.
Yeah.
But the live stream, yeah.
I'm just reading something that it's not fooling me one bit. I don't know who Mr. Smith is talking to, but hey, it's some fun.
No, Moti is always funny. Moti is always funny, crazy, but very supportive. I like how he supports a lot of people in the community.
Hey. People might not understand his mannerism, but I love him. He's a good person. You know?
I love Moti too. What is great people once you understand
when he decided to support you, he don't stop. He supports you to the from 0 to 10. You know.
Absolutely.
And thank you very much, and thank you all. And guys, I'm not leaving you all out. You are all supportive here. This is a family that I I didn't say I build it, but people come together as we are family and we share with one another. We help one another. We run one's life. We now run the playlist because we know
Mm.
how where we came from. I know where I came from, and yeah, it's a good thing, man.
Yeah, and Lydia Simba just wrote you a nice message there, Jaril. Lydia
Yes,
Simba, yeah, Lydia says, mine is just to thank you, Jaril, for creating a very supportive platform. I like that. I like that. That's very
yeah.
powerful. And that is a transition to the next part of the
Segue, a
conversation.
segue, right?
Yeah.
That's a segue. I kind of figured that out too.
Yeah, content creation. Content creation. You are what we call older in the community. And so
Listen,
you get,
listen. Hold
yeah.
up, hold up, hold up. I got jack you up right there. I am a mature individual, not older. All right, I'm mature, not older. Please.
Okay, I'm guided. I'm guided.
I
Hey,
can
hey,
backflip out there if you want to see it, but no, I won't do it.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
Mature, seasoned. Comes with a lot of wisdom. Content creation. What inspired you to start your YouTube channel, Jerry? And what drew you into content creation? And most people say social media is a space, because I do know, because I see the people around me, and people who are mature around me, and they understand zero. When it comes to, like, what do you do on YouTube? You just make noise there. Like they don't even like struggle. But you got into this particular space, and you took it in stride. One of the things that I admire about you was, the algorithm picked up your live stream. So you used to have all these crazy trolls who are coming in during your vertical live streams, and you handled it with so much grace. And I was like, half the time I was always worried. And you remember, you made me your managing moderator because of that. And at some point, I turned off your chat, and I made it
yeah.
subscribe.
I
Yeah.
tell you, don't do that. Turn it
And then
back
it
on.
and then he told me, Goga, don't worry, I can handle this. And I was like, I love the grace in which you handled that particular thing, because
Because listen,
yeah,
none of these people that we so-called call trolls, they're not.
yeah,
A lot of the people, most of them are gamers and kids that comes in. And what you have to do
yes,
when they come in is treat them just the way you want to be treated. You treat them with grace. You understand, if you understand people and they understand certain mindset. Listen, you go out there every day and you meet a million different thoughts of mind, of personality out there, and you have to
mm,
deal with them. Especially if you're in John Public, you have to make sure that you deal with, the folks that you meet out there. So I wasn't gonna be a person to always put people out to pasture. Yes,
yeah,
you know,
like,
first of all, I know that they're there to support me, right? They gonna ask some dumb question when the time come, but I won't call them trolls neither, because they are
mhm,
human like me. I would want to know how could I help you? Talk to me and let me know that make sure that you invite them in instead of push them out.
mm,
A lot of people has that, oh, it's trolls. Oh, because they might ask you something out the way, you kind of get frustrated,
yeah,
and you want to, at first, believe it, at first I was like, because of everybody saying trolls, trolls, trolls. So we got a tendency to jump on the bandwagon.
yeah, generalize, and yeah,
But I sit down one day, I'm like, without these trolls, I wasn't getting no damn views. I said, so-called. So I'm gonna find a way to deal with it, address the situation without pushing people away. And hey,
mm,
thank you. If they call you trolls, come my side. Anybody that have so-called trolls, send them over by me. I love you guys, man. Don't worry. Yeah. So yeah.
yeah. Allow me to give you a chance to recognize you got a new member. So just put in your acknowledgement. So Lydia Simba has just joined your membership.
Oh, thank
Um,
you, thank you, thank you, thank you much, my sister. Thank you for your blessed heart. Thank you for your blessed heart. I appreciate it a whole lot. Sometimes you don't expect these things, but when it comes from beautiful people, you have to be thankful and grateful. You have a wonderful and pleasant, beautiful. I wish I could tell you more, but you know what? I'll be staying here all evening, and Gogo wouldn't be able to ask me questions. So yeah.
okay. So that is, thank you so much, Lydia Simba, for that blessing. I acknowledge. Let me give you an acknowledgement on behalf of Jaril, because I know Jaril doesn't have this fancy video, and I know he's going to call me out for this, but this is for you.
Yeah, Lydia. If I were you, I would be dancing when that come on too. But yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much, Lydia. Thank you so much, Lydia, for that. I really appreciate that. No, we
Eh,
took a break. We took a break briefly to acknowledge the membership Lydia has given
sure,
Jaril.
sure,
So
sure,
yeah,
sure.
so thank you so much for that. You have some very interesting comments here before I come back to my question.
Right.
Let's see. Miss V says that is true. He has a way of dealing with them. That is true. He has a way of dealing with them. So that was Miss V. And then there was a comment here that I totally wanted to highlight for you. This is from K. K says yes, but not when they are being rude and telling you what they want to do with you. Um, I know there'll be a reaction there, and then Nero just being Nero. Nero, leave me alone. Nero, leave me. Nero, leave me alone. And then Mercy Empire says she was your 52nd subscriber.
That's true.
Congratulations on over 20,000, by the way. Well done.
Yeah, that's true.
Well done.
It's true.
Well done.
But yeah.
So
You were asking the question. We kind of veer off of it.
yeah, because
What made me get into YouTube? Now, I was I I started YouTube. I started a YouTube channel because I wanted to, see how it works. So I signed up for a YouTube channel in 2019. You know,
Mm,
so I was on YouTube space from 2019. I end up, as we was discussing early on before we come on, I end up used to support a lot of people from the Gambia, Sierra Leone, you
yeah.
know, and Ghana, you know, and those was my areas that I was with Ben. I support. There was and what kind of pulled me into it too. There was a gentleman that he's from Long Beach, California, and he went to the
Mm,
Gambia to live. He was Muslim, and then he showed a school that really needed help, and that tugged at my heart. You know what I mean? I'm on. Yeah, that tugged at my heart, and I say, you know what? I have to figure out a way how to get in contact with this person. You know,
mm,
and I say, but before I do any supporting, I say, you know what? I have to watch and see. Because I'm a person. I like tends to watch from the outside and analyze before I put myself out there, because there's a lot of people here that you support.
mm,
When I say support, I'm not meaning coming and giving me a like or whatever monetary, support and so on. And they're not grateful. You know, they're not grateful. They just see you for as a cash cow per se. And I'm not out here to do that. I'm out here to help with needs and not wants. There's a lot of
mm,
people looking for wants and not needs. So me get into the space wherein I had it, but I never wanted to post any video. I just wanted to support people. And then by me, everybody keep telling me, why don't you put up? So I put up some little videos. There was nothing much. I didn't even know what I was doing at the time. I didn't even know how it worked. And then this year, my kids were challenging me. Why don't you? Why don't you do YouTube? Because you have a channel. Because I was doing work around the house, and like, why don't you put it on? Why don't you put it on the channel? I said, you know what? Yeah. And then I went. They bought me two cameras,
ooh,
two DJI, the small ones, the Pocket 2, and DJI Action 3. You understand? So they want to challenge me. So when I started out, I only had like about they subscribed, a couple of other people that around the area that know me subscribed, about 20 something, you know,
yeah.
and then I went to 30 something, and then I went to 50. Didn't know I could go live until one morning. I was at what 79, and I'm like, let me try and see if I could go live, and voila. No, the first time I was at 59, tried to go live, and didn't even know that you had to wait 24 hours. So it took me like a couple of weeks before I even went back and do it.
Mm,
And I started because of the challenge from the kids. And they were there. Let me see a channel. How much subscribers you have? I only got what? Thought you had plenty. You know what I mean? And then I says, watch and see. I say I'm going to surprise you guys. I says I'm gonna see this through until I'm monetized. And it was like, up to yesterday, my son was like, "Pops, I'm proud of you." He says, "You make me understand that anything you put your hands to, you could get it done." And
I
I
love that.
thinking the same way to anything I put my hands on and put my hands to, I'll get it done. Because a day has a little doubt in themselves, saying, I don't think Pop's gonna stick it through, you know what I mean? He probably doing it for a little. But I just want to show them that anything that you put your mind to, you could get it done.
I love that. I love that. That's powerful. You started doing live streams like it was as recent as 6 months ago, and I remember that time because I think I'm so glad I remember seeing you at that level when you're still trying to build the channel to achieve that particular milestone. And the moment you started, Jah Real, you are unstoppable. You kept on showing up. You are an early riser, I can tell, because anytime you are doing your morning live streams, I'm always in the office, and it's normally so dark because I see how it becomes bright through your live stream. I'm like, it starts in the dark, and then all of a sudden it's so bright.
Yeah.
And I'm always like,
Tell me that.
that's when I figure out this guy actually wakes up so early. Like he wakes up very early. So
I wake up every morning at 2:20.
Wait, what?
2:20 a.m. every morning.
Where are you going at 2:20?
Listen, when I'm in the construction field, I sometimes have to travel, sometimes 1, 2, 2.5 hours, sometimes, right? So I'm a person, I don't like to be late for work. Never been late for any job that I was doing. So I always get there hour and a half, 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours before the time. Because once I don't sit back on my bed and say, "Oh, I don't feel it." Once my eyes are open, I'm up and moving. You know what I mean? If I have nothing to do, I might lay in bed, but I won't go back to sleep. But yeah, and that kind of propelled me to getting up early in the morning. I didn't know that. But my family, my kids, and their friends helped me a lot with my WH. Telling you, and my life every day, it was like, okay. And I didn't used to count until after the weekend. And the weekend, I see my brother just charming in. I think he probably watching me from Germany.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. See him charming in on Facebook. But yeah, I would be like, okay, I'm gonna do this. And then my sons and daughters see me moving up with the numbers, But hey, I must say shout out to Avon. When I was at 89, he says, "Jah Real." I went over 100 because we were jumping on everybody's page, supporting everybody because you're looking to be supported too. And all of a sudden, you would get these people that you support but never come back.
Yeah.
So, and then I end up, like saying, and Avon is like, "Jah Real, I know you could do this." I said, "Yeah, I could do it." He said, "Well, don't stop. Keep on doing what you're doing." They say you gotta hit. You're good with people, and I think you should keep on doing what you're doing. He said, "Don't step out the race." I say, "Hell no! I want to prove my kids and them wrong because every time I'm doing it, I'm like, improve these little ones wrong." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Hey, Nero, can you withdraw your statement? Jah Real is going to whip us here. The way he normally does this thing on his live stream. I am not highlighting that chat. He's going to call us out. He's going to, what did he call it?
All right, hold on. Bring it up. Let me give him the whip. Eh?
That is for Nero. Nero,
you talking about old. You ain't know nothing about old. You must out of your mind calling grown folks old. behave yourself because you're my friend. I ain't gonna put you in the pasture, but I'm gonna put you behind the pasture. Love you, Nero. Love you, Nero.
I'm like, no, you're going to get us in trouble here. You saw when I say I'm not. I didn't even. I was told it's mature, Goga. It's mature.
Yeah,
Um,
don't mind him.
Jarili talked about this. Mercy Empire says that she knew you before you started going live because you're
Yeah,
watching most. You're watching most of the Nyabo Hanse. You know.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I was supporting a lot of people in that one. Name them, you know what I mean? People behind the scenes, people in, right? Because I used to didn't want my name to be out there,
Yeah.
but I had this one brother that didn't shut his mouth up, so and then eventually here I am because of that. People saw the name Jah Real get synonymous with people because I used to help Mayugna. Mayugna, I love Mayugna. Mayugna is a kind of has a little his story, but that's for another day anyway.
Yeah. Your kids, your kids made an investment in pups. They probably thought it was a hobby that you're going to forgo. And now daddy is at 20,000 subscribers and counting and counting and counting.
Yeah.
When they look at your channel and when they see how you, because one of the things I like is how even despite, having gotten monetized, and it was nice seeing that happen very beautifully. When they look at your channel today, because I know they may be watching, what do they say when they see Pops doing his live stream? Probably sometimes, let's say they try calling you in the morning and they're like, okay, I know where to find Pops. I'm just going to go on YouTube and probably he's there talking.
Yeah. I have a son that comes in the background and looked at me and critiqued me. The one that
Yeah.
lives in Virginia, he does it all the time. But and the others did do step in every so often. They ask me not to call him out. Sometimes I does, you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
they're supportive, 100%, and they watch the journey and they realize that because of me doing what I did, there's nothing that they can't do, you know.
I
Because
love that.
you have to set the example to let your kids or your family or friends or whosoever is in your life show them that there is nothing in this world that you can't do. The word "can't do" is not in my vocabulary because I throw that out. I throw it out of my window, and I think it fall. I didn't know if it break up or it splattered. You know, can't do, not in my vocabulary.
I love that. I love that. One of the things I've also noticed from you just after observing you for a while, I also noticed you tend to be very, how do I put it? You're also very you tend to, you really establish boundaries, especially in this particular space. And one of the things I think it comes, when it comes to boundaries, is protecting your family. There's stuff you don't put out there and you are very clear about it and you keep insisting on it that there are certain things that you're not going to bring on the platform. How do you find a balance? And it's something I've noticed anytime I'm speaking to somebody who is mature. Guys, I hope you heard what I said. I don't want to get a whip with the fingers. uh People who are mature and they tend to kind of they tend to kind of leave certain things about their life from the platform because they say, I've been through life a lot to understand there are certain things I need to protect. Talk to
It's
us about
all.
this.
I mean, it is a platform that yes, my name is Jerry, and I'm real about the things that I real about, and there is nothing that is false about me when I put it out there. You understand? But there's certain things has to leave to chance because you cannot put yourself fully on YT and let everybody know your ins and out and everything. You love people, be grateful, be thankful, share whatever you could share the platform with them so that they could be helped. And I didn't get in YouTube to earn money because if I get in it to earn money, it would have been a different story. I get in it because I wanted to help people, not just myself. And I could do life for the rest of my life on YouTube just to help people. I am not here to earn money from YouTube. And yes, I would love to earn money because I would give it back, you know, a portion of it back. And I always say, once money has been earned, a percentage of all super chat that I get and super sticker would go back to someone in the channel. You know, it could have been you, could have been anybody else. You know what I mean? But it would go back to that person. And as I said, you know, don't bring your full life on YouTube. You understand? I know people wants to know, and they will try to dig. You know, and yeah, go ahead and dig, because whatever you see here is what you get behind it. You know, my family has nothing to do with me. My kids then pushed the issue, and I showed them I could do it, but they don't want to be here. So why am I pushing the issue for them to come and join in with me? Oh no. Let them stay where they at. I don't want them taking my thunder. You know what I mean? Kidding me? Nah. They're not like that. Beautiful kids.
What are some of the unique challenges you face, you know, when it comes to being a content creator? Because now you're on YouTube. You are clearly on YouTube now. The other day you were in Germany, and you know, you gave us a few videos in there. There's a time you traveled back home, and you know, there was some nice, you know, you visiting the village, and that was a very good video.
Believe it or not, that video that you see, that video had been made about 3-4 years ago before I even.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you see me driving. You seen a driving video that was, you know, a good while back. But I had those videos where I had them on my phone. And once I started this year, I mean, you know, I put them out. I say, you know what, let me just put them there, you know what I mean? Because I didn't know anything about the YouTube space. I still learning. And a lot I kind of figure out these days is that, guys, a lot of our YouTubers, not putting anybody down, what we do, we give misinformation. And we don't put out the right information to help our brothers and sisters on this YouTube space. You know, we keep telling them, oh, you ain't supposed to do this, and you ain't supposed to do this. Guys, do me a favor. A good friend of mine tell me, don't listen to people when they talk. Go and do your research. Please. Please. And there's people that you could take, you know, something from, because you know that they're not going to lead you wrong. But please, guys, even when they're not going to lead you wrong, go and do your research, because all the information is there. Thank you, my anonymous friend. You know who you are. You're such a wonderful person. You know, they tell me, stop listening to what people say. They be telling you everything. You don't even know what the hell going on, and you just going along with what they say. Research. All the information is on YouTube. It's there. You just go and research. You know, and that's it, man. Thank God for life, man. It's been a road, and let me tell you something. I could have quit if I wanted to.
Yeah. And
even people tell me, what you on? What you gonna do? You know, I ain't taking nothing off of me. Doing live is one day. This job you would ever do on YouTube. And guys, when you get 500 subscribers, please, if you get 50, once you get 50 and you could go live, please concentrate on WH. Stop concentrating on subscribers.
Absolutely. That's wisdom right there.
Stop concentrating on subscribers. The subscribers would come, but the WH, when you had to work for that, ooh, and especially if you like to count numbers, you get frustrated. Oh, my numbers ain't going. Oh, but I did a live, but I only get 20 hours.
Yeah.
Don't count numbers.
And I like how you're saying that, Jared, because nowadays even YouTube does not update these numbers. I think it does it updates after a week, and some channels they get updates even after 2 weeks. Nowadays they are not as very active in updating those numbers. So I'm glad you actually saying that.
Especially when somebody is running it for you.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you might see at the end of the week everything just flushing, and you'll be like, damn, I have this much.
Yeah.
Stop counting it by the day. Look at it at the weekend, please, please, because you get frustrated. You do a live tonight, and you might see, you might only get about 20 and it show you you're supposed to get 150. Don't
Yeah.
worry, because I keep telling them the algorithms have to go through these check these things and see what's supposed to be there and what ain't supposed to be there, and then they put it up. You
Yeah.
know, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. I like everybody agrees that yes, do your research, focus on the WH, especially, Miss V says, that's me. Jaril, why are you talking about me? That is Miss V.
Damn, I didn't know you were here, Miss V.
Miss V is like, Jaril, leave me alone. Why are you calling me out? Why are you calling me out?
No,
And then
no. I mean, no. It is not for you or
no, no,
any
no. And
specific person. It is for everybody that
it's for everybody.
starting out. This is not. This platform is for everybody. It has a space for everybody. It has a niche for everybody. And I could do many different things with this YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I prefer not to go stress myself out with it. If I
Yeah.
have a video to put up, in fact, I got on this laptop that I'm doing my live on. I got practically about maybe 8-10 videos on it that I could not do live for the rest of the week or next week and just put out videos. But
Mm,
my thing, I love the interaction with my family. And
that's true.
guys, you're not subscribers, you're subscribers and family.
Wisdom right there.
What is a scriber? A person that's a scriber, right?
Mm.
Subscribers is that kind of, even though YouTube say that's what it is, I kind of don't like it, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gemstone is saying hi to us and says, rough
Okay,
couple of weeks, but I'm healing. I hope you get better soon, Gemstone. Jaril, I
Jim.
think,
Yeah, I hope you get better. She's a youngster that visit my channel. Now she's doing good. She's doing her own live, and I know when she
yeah,
only had a couple, but yeah, she's doing good. Now I know she's doing well so far. And hey,
yeah,
I could say
that's true.
protege. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and then Miss V says, I do get frustrated when my numbers are not showing up. Listen, Miss V, I like what Jaril has said. Don't be checking your studio after there are people, I know when you are looking for WH, there's an obsession to be running to the studio. I went through it, and it's a very stressful situation. There's a day you will wake up and find you've lost, the numbers have dropped so substantively. You will feel like crying. So I agree with the thing. Look at these things over the weekend. Pick a day in the week that you'll be checking these analytics.
Jacob used to tell me, Jaril, do you check your do you check your thing? I said, nah, I ain't checking that. Waiting until weekend.
Yeah,
Well, you
I
supposed
like
to
that.
check it. I said, nah, I ain't checking it. And I would wait until weekend, and Monday I could say, yes, I got, such and such. This is where it's at, and so on and so forth. Hey, Victoria. Is Victoria? Yeah.
Victoria says, but YT sometimes steals. No, they don't. It's their
Um,
platform. It's their platform.
okay.
Um,
I've heard something, but as I say, research. I've
yeah.
heard something that YT's letting people slide with background music.
Mm.
Don't know if that is true. Guys, research that. Research it. Don't take it for granted. And don't take my word for gospel either.
I like that. I think that was good wisdom right there, just to put it out there, guys. I know the obsession with the studio is real. I've seen a lot of people go through this. Uh, but don't worry. The day Jaril, I mean, when you are looking for your WH Jaril, and you compare like how you approach your channel and your interaction with your family now. What is that one lesson that you learned through the process? Because I know you took a bit of time, but it didn't take you so long. You're able to get in the hours because the algorithm, came through in your favor with the verticals. But what is that one lesson you learned through that search for the WH?
I should have researched before I start my YouTube channel.
Mm,
And because I had the only reason why I didn't monetize earlier, because it took me 3 months before I already had the numbers that I could have been monetized 3 months before.
Yes.
Because I had a what you call it, a warning on my community guideline. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I had a warning, so that I had to go into YouTube and do their program, and say yes to answers, and then wait for 3 months, you know, and I'm like, I'm doing the live, I'm like, nah. But if I didn't really care about people, I wouldn't do this live because I already monetized. But then I said, you didn't start it to do that. You started because you say you're gonna do it no matter what. You know what I
Mm.
mean? I could have just said, let me sit back and relax. I already got that number already. I said, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep on doing it until my time comes to be monetized. I know a lot of people was kind of like, why is he haven't monetized yet?
Yes. Me
Yeah.
being one of them.
And I'm like, sometimes, give them some suspense when the time come, you know. I keep telling folks, it's gonna be all right. Everything gonna be all right. Don't worry, because I
Yeah.
didn't want people assuming that I'm trying to pull one over them. I want to come and tell you, oh, well, the reason why. But eventually, I realized that in order to be a YouTuber, you had to be honest with some things on YouTube because you're looking to help people with what you are going through. Because if you
Mm.
cover it up, you're not able to help people. So I had to come out and plain tell people, look, I have a community strike, which is a warning, and that's the reason why I haven't been monetized yet. Because I was
Mm.
trying to hide it. That's the gospel truth. You know, it's trying to hide it because like why I didn't, because it happened since in 22, and I could have,
Wow.
if I had known about
You
it,
could you
I
could
could
have
have,
graduated.
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
yeah. Because
I completely.
believe it or not, it take within 4 to 5 months, 4 months.
Yeah.
Is I started in late February, March, April, May, June. Within 3 to 4 months, I could have been monetized. Believe it or not, because I went hard. I went hard. I remember this like Sunday here used to be my time when I used to go
Yeah.
live on Sundays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I used to go live at 2. Yeah, 2 at 2 o'clock on Sundays. But yeah, sometimes I had a show with the cooking today, and here I am having a wonderful time here. And thanks for inviting me on here and giving me a little bit more exposure. I mean, I should have shaved, but I love my gray right now. You
Looks
know,
amazing. Anyway, and I like what you said about this platform for you is about you enjoy interacting, you enjoy the connection you have with your family members, and I like how you're calling them family members. I always tell people that anybody who comes to your space, it's not a number. That is like a person. There's a person behind the name, and you
every
have to
time.
yeah, and you have to accord them that respect because they took time off their busy schedule to come and listen to you and what you are presenting. um when it comes to content creation, especially as you are exploring and you are learning, now you're a monetized channel. How do you find a balance? Has it in any way affected other aspects of your life, be it work, be it like your family time? Does content creation creep into your family time, or does it like I,
Mm, but you see, the time I do my thing, the
yeah,
only
yeah.
like I'd start in the morning,
Mm,
so I do have traffic that comes in the morning, and if I have anything to do during the day, it won't really affect it. The only
mm,
part that would be affected is if I get on a live, someone's live, and you want to support everybody. So I have a few devices. So what I do, I keep telling my family, listen, you might not see me all the time, but just remember, I'm gonna make sure that whatever time that you're supposed to get, you will get it because I make sure that these devices that I have are running. You know, uh,
yeah.
but not on my computer, guys. No way, it ain't gonna happen. It's my computer. It's the edit. We're gonna use the first one to make me. Then I'm gonna go live on this.
Yeah. Anyway,
Really.
yeah. So Okay, so I like the balance because it's early in the morning, so you're able to like find videos. Any plan with videos? I know you don't post videos as often, but
Well, I
you
got
do.
I got I got few videos that I have to post, but and guys, if you don't know anything about editing, please go and watch some video on whatever editing software that you're using.
Mm,
Make sure you get an insight to how to edit. It's a beautiful thing when you start and you get in the because I did some editing. I'm slapping myself and like nah, you shouldn't do that. But then as you start doing it constantly, you kind of get a niche for how it works, and you
mm,
like want to try everything. You want to put everything in your video, but then you can't overcrowd the video with all the little nuance and the little
that's
name
true.
here, you know. And I realized that because you learn as you go, you learn as you go. But yeah,
I
and
love that.
that's I love the concept of editing because it gives you
Me
a
too.
it kind of bring me back to when I used to DJ, where you have to loop the music into one. Like you have a
Yeah.
different song here, but then you bringing it into it to get the same beat going. You know what I mean? So I said that, but somebody kind of rebuked me for saying that. But you have to let your video flow in order to loop that video. That video have to be flowing with. You know what I mean? I mean, I ain't there yet, but I'm getting there. You know.
Jerry, you talked about you just slid in there that when I used to be a DJ, you didn't tell us about this stuff. We didn't hear this in the introduction.
The thing, the thing you looking for, go, guys. Yeah,
No,
but
I mean now that
no,
now that you mentioned it.
I played music. I used to back in the CD days. I had my own little set, and it was just for the summer. I would go to people's. They would invite me to play music at their cookout, and so on and so
Ooh.
forth. So, it used to be good, and then after a while, I kind of get where I don't want to listen to music that loud. Like um, a time like now, I used to have my box out here, and they would be this high. So if you this is 4 feet, so you must imagine this with two big speakers plus some tweeters across the top, and I'll be playing this time at this time,
Wow.
and you know how much time that people come over and could you turn it down? And the ordinance is 11 o'clock in the night, so they could have asked from now until next year. After 11 o'clock, and I play music, they could call the police and close me down. But I know I had the law, and that's the thing. You have to know these things before you do them, because then if you do it, you don't know, you could get the law involved, and then it could create issue for you too. But then I realized that I don't have to do that. I have to listen
that's
to music that loud, no more.
that's amazing. I like that. Yes, I think it's Nero who said an official DJ playing for friends. But it's amazing. Like Jaril he has this multifaceted life that he's led, and it's amazing just hearing about the DJ. It's amazing. Good times. Good times. Good
Yeah,
times.
yeah. And
Yeah.
into music, I do have a DAW, which is a software that makes beats, which is
Mm.
Florida Studio, right? And I'm no professional in it. I wouldn't tell anybody that I am, but I don't know nothing about A minor, C minor, E minor, or all the minors and the what I
The
mean.
majors. Yeah.
Yeah, minors and majors. I don't know anything, but I do have an ear, and I know I know what would sound good against this particular sound. So that's
Mm.
how I tends to go about trying to make music. I I still have a lot to learn on it. It's just a hobby. It's nothing that I am efficient in. It's
Mm.
just a hobby, but I never put time into it. If I put time into it, I would have been way advanced in it. But from what you heard the other morning, which is last Saturday morning, you know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
you could see that at least I'm heading somewhere, you know what I mean? Because stuff sound good, you know. Even my son and friends that come by and say, I didn't know you could do this. No, I didn't know I could do it until I tried. And never, never, ever limit yourself. Always remember that. Never limit yourself. You are your worst enemy if you limit yourself. You know?
I love that. I love that. Um, Legacy building, and that's something you've talked about and you're very passionate about. Especially, you say any revenue that comes out of this particular space, you're going to give back, and that's part of you just trying to cement your legacy in this particular platform.
Right.
But sometimes building a legacy sometimes in these platforms can come at a cost, and and I'm sure you've seen it from where you sit. Like
Yeah.
there are a lot of mistakes that especially a lot of us young content creators make. It is sometimes getting into some unnecessary drama with people you don't even ordinarily know. You'll never even meet them in person. um it
I've
is
seen it.
sometimes, yeah, it is sometimes getting involved in some of these you end up getting in some wars that you're not even supposed to be, that should not have even started in the first place. Yet we come into this space to make content. We come into this space, for lack of a better word, for the fellowship with the community and building those nice relationships we are making with the community. From where you sit, what is that one advice, if you are to advise a younger version of you? Let's say you got into YouTube, let's say that those many years ago, something that you observe now from where you sit that you think is making a lot of young content creators really mess up their channels when they could be building a very nice legacy through the platforms. Talk to us about this.
Laugh when they're talking. Yeah. You gotta
Mm.
keep them talking. Simple.
I love
People
that.
would talk no matter what. When you do good, they will talk about you. You do bad, they will talk about you. But if you know that you're going to do something to, 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 to have a legacy, you have to do it unapologetically without
Mm.
even worrying. Don't listen to the people that can say, oh, well, oh, you're doing it because of this. Oh, he's doing it because I, and you hear I say, laugh when they're talking, keep them talking.
Keep them
Because
talking. Mm.
if you hang on to every word that people say about you and things that people say about you, you will never move forward.
you
Don't
you
worry
will
about
you never.
noise in
I
your head is only if you want it in your head. Don't let people live rent free up in your head when the time comes, bro. You know,
I love that. It's
don't let people live rent free because there's nothing that you could change in their mind if they want to hang on to that quote unquote story that they may heard or assume, and
mm,
and the states say this is assume the eyes out of me and you. You know what I mean? So yeah,
like that. Ifeanyi is like wise man. Yep, no, it's true because and I like what he's saying. And when it comes to also when it comes to like the aspect of legacy building, what is that one thing you'd want to be remembered for, Jaril? Because I know I like how I like how you say that for you this is not a place, you're not here like because most people come here and let's say they're driven by they want to make the money, and then they realize that the money is not coming in, and sometimes it gets into their heads, and then they're like, why is this not coming? I don't think I thought I was going to be rich here. But for you, you say it's a space that you are here, and I like how you have that self-awareness that it may be temporary. And this is one thing I always even sometimes tell platforms where I'm invited, and I always tell people that tomorrow I may wake up and I find that YouTube is no longer really my interest. Am I ready to walk away from it and pursue that next thing that I want to do? What is that one thing you would want to be remembered for, especially in this particular platform? Hey, sharpening iron, how you doing?
hey, that's my big brother right there, man. But yeah,
Yeah.
my thing is, I would say to remember me. You know what I mean? Uh,
Yeah.
just a person that love people no matter what.
Mm.
I mean, I just love people. I know we can't get along with everybody, but hey, just love people. You know, I just love people. I just want to be a part of doing good. I like to do
Mm.
good thing. You know, everybody want to appreciate it. but whosoever appreciate it would. If one person appreciate you, do good. I don't care about the other 100 that didn't appreciate it, because at least you're getting true to one person. You know what I mean? You're getting true to one person. If you could lift one person up out of the gutter and clean them up and put them on their way to recovery, or to further their journey, that's my thing.
Love that.
I could walk away from YouTube today and don't even bat an eye. Even if it were paying me millions, I could walk away from it, because a lot of people think YouTube is easy work. You come, you talk, and that's it.
Woo! It is not.
Sometimes you think I want to lay in my bed and put my foot up and watch other people talk, but because I made a commitment to support other people. Go, how you moving? So you got people bringing you milk and thing. You're looking for milk calcium in the bone. All of a sudden, you're sipping it on the side. So, guys,
Jaril, focus on your stop collecting receipts. Jaril, stop collecting receipts. You're the one on the spot. I'm just
hey, guys, you all can see that the man getting. I see the lip move a little bit, so all of a sudden you see a glass and milk come over. If it warm, I cold, guys. Again, I'm focusing. I tell you, listen, I do see things, eh?
Oh my goodness!
I'm seeing, so, yeah.
Oh
yeah,
goodness.
yeah, it was a beautiful thing, though. Yeah. Yeah, Darlene is here. Yep.
This is so funny. Anyway, hey, Godchild, nice to see you. Godchild, are you from hospital? Let me know how you're feeling. Let me see. Mochi says he has an idea, but unfortunately the idea needs me to be in America. Don't worry, America is just like here. If Jaril was able to travel around the world, America is just up here. That's not a problem. We have a direct flight from Kenya. So
from JFK, there's a direct flight from JFK to Kenya.
Absolutely. So don't worry, Mochi. Let me know. We will make it happen. Guys, if you have any question.
Monty, we could travel to Kenya when already we reach out to one another and travel straight to Kenya. We're going to Guyana Beach.
Yay!
Guys, you see the ice just running down the glass, guy. I mean, the man drinking milk. I mean, that's the real cow milk that come from the cow this morning, and he just warm it up. I'm telling you, man, eating. Getting calcium for strong bone and stuff.
This man forgot to ask him a question. He's focusing on what I'm drinking.
Man, I don't answer the question. I answer the question. That's why I tune in on you now. Hey. You ever see the host get turned on? Let me stop. Yes, yeah. Anyway. Let's move on.
You're a best. Do you see any? I know currently now you're focusing on still keeping the amazing interactions you're doing with the community. Do you see your channel changing anytime soon? Are there any future projects you want to pursue on the channel? Like, do we expect to see anything different?
As I say, I love interacting with people. But if any changes would be mostly into the kind of work that I do, what I mean, and eventually travel, whatever little traveling I do, I put it on my channel. So it's nothing special, nothing that I have put aside or in my thought to do. Whatever comes, I'm going to throw it out there, and whatever stick on the wall, stick. As I tell people that you could have one video that make you a rich man. You know what I mean? One video. You know what I mean? You never know. One video.
Never know. They actually say it takes one.
Yeah. One video. I know the live do help a lot of people on the WH. If they have genuine people to support them. And I would call on everybody in this family to support each other. Please support one another. We need that to happen. Let's show that we are family and not just people that come in and looking for a laugh, but support in each other. and that's the most important thing. You know, I have a few devices, and guys, I'd be running them hot. You know, it's like every minute of the day. If I turn around and that one life go off, I'd be running somebody else's life. And I don't come out here and say, well, oh, I was the only people, the family I tell, but other people on the outskirt that that don't really know, and then I know that they need help, I'd be running this stuff. You know what I mean? But the intermediate family that is close in the journey and was there at the the start, they would know that yeah, I'm running your live. I let people know so that you're telling people that so that if they come to your channel, it's the same treatment you would get if you were supporting me. I would support you. You know what I mean? And you don't have to support me in order for me to support you. But support one of the other folks that is in the family. Support them. You know what I mean? Because I always tell them, I says I already monetized, and I'm not gonna be oh yeah, I don't have to. And that's why I give jacket. People say, oh, why are you giving jacket? Come on. You get a jacket. You're able to go and get a few subscribers, and they become your family members. You know what I mean? And anyway, I was gonna say something on that level, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah. No, I just guys, Miss V was talking about how in the community we have great support in our community, and then Mr. Fariway says, yeah, very true, Jah Real. We have to be united, live as one in one family so that we can grow together. 100%. All right. Guys, I opened the floor to questions. I was to keep Jah Real up for 1.5 hours, and I think it's almost 2 hours. So I want to take any questions from the chat so that you don't say, but Goga, you did not allow us to ask the man questions. So please, in case you have any question that you want to ask Jah Real, we can do this in the next 10 or so minutes. Feel free to drop them on the chat. It doesn't need to be a question. It can be a compliment. It can be a comment. It can be anything. Like it can be just anything that you want to put out there so that the man can respond before we release it.
I gotta put this out. The sharpening iron. I think I had to put on my depends because I couldn't move from here. I was on the hot seat and shoot. The ice coming up from the bottom of the seat and go drinking milk on me. Yeah. Yeah, guys, go ahead and ask question. If I could answer, I would. If I don't have an answer, I won't put myself in any predicament.
If Yanni says they get jackets to avoid them from running around with mad people everywhere. Mad people on white.
Cool. Hey, you are something.
I love how you call him Sikul. It was so cool. Like you're the only person who call him Sikul.
I like that name for him. I don't even know why he put it. Should have been Cool. Yeah, I would have changed my name from There is a lot of cool too, but O_. If anybody would like to ask a football question, feel free.
And then A Peterson, welcome. Internet is very delayed here. Oh wow, Indiana, welcome. That is Peterson Farms of Nashville. Akash it's from Nashville. It's an amazing. He has a nice farm, and he has a lot of machines. Like it's always amazing. For the farm. Akashi, thank you. I see you laughing there on the chat. Football Sunday. Moti, this is about Jah Real. It has nothing to do. We are not going to let football outshine the gentleman. So,
hey, I'm telling you, if you don't want to be a pawn in the game, hey, leave people on the football alone. All the big thing on Sunday, so especially when it's the time for football. All right.
Yeah.
Leave that.
Moti is like, no one is asking him about football. No one is asking him about football. No one is asking him about yeah. And then your brother.
Yeah.
Okay. Your bro says blessings there. Thank you so much, Iron. And then let me see. Karen. Oh, sorry, did I say hi to Karen White? Welcome, Karen White. Nice to see you.
Man, I haven't seen you in a few, my sister. Thank you for coming through.
Miss Karen White is here.
I gotta refresh this stuff here. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Bet kitchen. I
So
haven't my stuff here wasn't I don't know, just keep usually I would have
yeah,
seen bet.
yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
sharpening iron. Yeah, Karen, sorry about that. I didn't see you there. My sister, thank you for coming through. Jah Real
yeah.
is a genuine big brother since. Okay, yeah. And Neil, could you reach out to me later on after the live so we have something to discuss? So yes, my
Rec- Receipts.
yeah.
Jared,
That's what,
you picked receipts from me and you like running along with it. Every time you see me on it's like, okay, is here to collect receipts. Go guys here to collect receipts.
yeah. Oh, I,
you
I I make sure I putting it out there first so you know just and show you off guard and thing. Eh? So
Oh my goodness, you crazy.
yeah.
Okay, we have a comment here. So let me see. I think I got a comment there. Mercy says, mine is not a question, but just asking you to kindly. Oh, Mercy is asking for Mara to be voted for. All right. I thought it was a question to Jah Real.
Uh,
Um, did you ever get to, because I know you said you used to be Mercy said that you met you from the Nyabohanse or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever make a trip? Did you ever like were there any plans to visit
You know, I wanted to,
yeah.
but then things started to go awry, and I'm like, nah, I can't be a part of you know, the back and forth, because all of
Mm.
them come up from nothing, and they start fighting one another, and that I don't want to be a part of it. You
Oh
understand?
wow.
There's wonderful people up in Nabahanzi that I would want to visit and want to be
Mm.
interact with, but they start fighting with one another. There is a lot to go along, and if they were together, I can tell you something. That would have been a village in Kenya to be reckoned with. But everybody want to cut each other's throat because they're looking to get more. They're using the same subscribers, but yes, they're trying to put the subscribers against the same people that they get the same subscribers from. All right. Sorry, I never really come out and say anything like this before because I
Mm.
respect every YouTuber on this space. But stop cutting you one another throat. You're not gonna get nowhere when you do that. You fight against your own people, the same people that you come up with, getting the subscribers to subscribe to you, and then all of a sudden you are fighting back and forth. No, it don't help. It don't help. You should use that ability and the time and the effort that you're putting into stuff that ain't got nothing to do with stuff. Mm-mm. Okay.
Uh, that's the beauty, guys. Of when somebody mature says it, you really have no choice because he is he can say it. He can say it. Thank you so much, Nisa Fariwe. I think Nisa Fariwe was just thanking Jaril for the time and the advice. For the time and the advice. Jaril, let me just pick your brain on that question because one of the things that I grapple with as a content creator and especially as a YouTuber who is trying to build a very powerful community is what is the biggest challenge when it comes to building a community? Because I totally agree with you. There's a way based, like, let me use the name of your big brother here, sharpening iron. An iron sharpens another iron. Like if you there's that unity. If you could build in the community, I think you will end up growing together. And I normally believe it really doesn't, you don't really lose anything. A candle never really loses anything by lighting another candle. You actually become better. But
Right.
I don't know what normally gets in the way. I don't know what is your take on this. Well, how do we build and how do we
A lot of
foster more?
people, yeah, not cutting you. A lot of people thinking that the subscribers is the problem.
Mm,
Yourself is the problem. You have to know that the folks that come and support you, you have
mm,
to hold them daily. Don't be disrespectful to your family when they come in, because if you disrespect your family, that means that they are not your family.
mm,
Hold them daily, cheer them up. If they have something going on in their life, please, push with them. If they have something happen to their family, pray with them. Be honest. Most and foremost, be honest with your family member, because that's what people are looking for. A lot of people out here, and the only avenue to have a conversation with somebody is on Whitey Street. right? It's not a matter of being lonely. You know, you could go walk out on the street and talk to anybody, but some people feel comfortable sitting behind their screen and having a conversation with a person. But if they find that person being dishonest, being deceitful, being cutthroat, people don't want to be a part of it. Even though that you have people that that always want to be in you know, not more than worries, woe and agony, and they always want people to jump in the same boat with them. You know, not me. I my boat ain't supposed to be with that. My chain is a holy chain. If you ever hear that song, this chain is a holy chain. This chain.
Yeah, it's a very I like what Sharpening Iron says, and let me just highlight it once again. It was very I love this. When you're blessed and you know it, you don't have to put no one else down. I
Exactly, exactly,
totally like that. Yeah.
exactly. Sharpen, you couldn't say it no better than you say it, now, my brother. And listen, you see this brother here. If he were ever to open up a YouTube channel, I'm telling you, if I have around 20 devices for him, I will. That is from the time I met him on my journey supporting others in Navajo. And let me go back and make sure that I make this clear. Y'all don't come for me because y'all didn't want me to anyway. As we move, let me move on. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I know.
Because a
Yeah,
lot of
carry on.
people want to come, but they don't know me yet. You know, and I wouldn't even waste my time to add anything. I just simply say, please stop cutting one another short. There's a lot for you and everybody there. Don't cut your brother short because that person may get some support from this person, uh that person supporting that person. People support who they want to support. If you got one supporter, make it seem like it's 1 million. If I go on a
Yes.
if I go on a live and I meet one person, I start chatting with them like if me and them talking right through, you know what I mean? Until whosoever come in. And if it take me an hour to chat with that person, after a person feel comfortable chatting with me for that hour, he gonna be my audience, my million audience, you know what I mean? And my family, he come up become my family because we having conversation, you know. So respect and treat the people that come and support you all the time, man. Respect them to the max.
I love what he said, guys. When you have that one person don't like underestimate, their power. And I think I love that analogy. Treat it as like that is like 1 million people watching, and people always see through that authenticity of the support, and never underestimate that. Mercy there says, Jah Real, my big brother, you can't drop your friends. You correct them with love, and if they respect you, they will listen, even though some will not.
Bless them and release them. And people think when you say bless them and release them, that you letting them go. You know what I mean? You're blessing them so that they would get some kind of blessing to change their ways. Releasing them is for them to release what they are lack of. So they're releasing what they're lack of. If it's empathy, whether it's love, you know, and they release that hate in their mind, so they come with love. The blessings happening for us. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. All
That's
right.
true.
Yeah. Any other comments, guys? I like the reaction. I like the engagement. Those are very good comments. Just to highlight. Any other comments or engagement before we like sign out of this conversation? It's been 2 hours. So
Okay, so let's do this,
yeah.
guys. 2 thumbs up if you didn't like the live. 1 thumb up if you love the live. Let's do this. We got about 5 minutes to do this. Let's do this.
Wait, what did you just say?
One thumb if you love it. 2 thumbs if you didn't.
Oh, they drop it on the chat. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I like that, guys. I'm not seeing things on the chat. Why you guys? He was very clear.
There we go. We got. Yeah, I seen. Yeah. We got.
If those are not thumbs ups, those are
One.
bunnies.
I say one, and I see like 3 of them. I don't know if they mean Yes, it did, but it didn't. But anyway, guys, man. Hey.
Chaperone Iron, don't worry. You are never. You are not late at all. We just arrived early, but you made it. You made it. You made it. You
Oh,
made
yeah.
it. I love the thumbs up. That's actually very good engagement right there. So, guys, if you are watching from my community and you don't have Jaril, the link is pinned up there on top of my chat. You can connect to his house just to be able to enjoy his conversations. Jaril, do you have a schedule for your live stream? So you just like wing it? Because I know you do it in the mornings. Is there
Yeah,
any
I usually
particular
go.
days or?
I usually go at 5, and sometimes I might come in a little early, maybe a half an hour earlier than 5. So
Yeah.
that tomorrow morning, I guess I'll probably go live.
Mm,
But yeah, 5 in the morning, which is 5 Monday morning at 5 a.m. Sorry, Monday morning.
mm,
And please come out and support, and not just only me. All the other people do come out and support. I'm gonna plug some people here. Goga, if that's all right.
No, no, that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Cross
Carry on.
Bill do have his live at 7 in the evening. Please go out and support. People like Sky do have her own little live in during the daytime. C Cool do have his little live in the daytime. These are family that I come up with, and I just want to say, guys, go and support them. Miss V, she's start doing live. Miss Cool, Jacob, who else? I'm waiting for Purpose Driven to come out and do a thing, and also waiting for Rebecca to come out and do something. Waiting for you,
Mm.
Deca. We're waiting for you. Come out and do something. Let we start. And hey, not forgetting my good friend Darlene Buster
Dal,
man. Hey,
Darlene Bustamante.
and not darling, guys. Please not don't say darling. All right, it is not darling. All right. Just remember, don't put some handle on the lady's name. I'm not making fun of you, my sister. Please, it's
Oh my
real.
goodness! Oh my goodness! That's a good one. Let me
Yeah,
see.
but
Thank you so much.
then,
Yeah, so many amazing people here. I see Travel and Frank. I see BMW. Mori, thank you so much for coming in. I see C Cool. I'll start calling you C Cool. Kavi Kai is in the building. Purpose Driven is like still there on the chat. Nice, good stuff. God's Child TV says I'm feeling much better. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Real TBT Kenya. Henry Bestline, nice to see you. Miss V, thank you so much for holding down the chat. That is amazing. Yeah, I don't see any question on the chat. RN2 CEO saying great guest. Yes, of course. Jaril, thank you for making this happen. Jaril, it
thank
wasn't a hot seat at all. It was just a nice conversation, right? It
No,
wasn't.
no,
I mean,
this is beautiful. I mean, I wouldn't expect in a hot seat. I I expect that we as grown people have a conversation. I answer a question that I could answer. If there is not an answer for the question that has been asked,
yeah,
I'll walk away from it. Not walk away, literally get up from here, but I'd say, well, I can't answer a question that, because you can't come out and say, oh, I would answer this question, but then it didn't answer. So it's a waste of time when you're doing that. But thank you guys for coming through. Thank you for supporting Goga. Thank you for supporting all the other people. Guys, go and jump over to each other's um channels and support one another. Please leave a detailed message and understand that when you leave that detailed message, that person know that you were there supporting them. So, guys,
mm,
keep on doing that. Keep on supporting others. I can be live at 5 in the morning, 5 a.m. Monday morning, and thank you guys for coming through and supporting me and the Milk Goga.
can you carry on? You're speaking. You're speaking. I'm trying to take advantage. While I'm like, okay, he's speaking. I can sip
Yeah,
my
I'm
I can
saying
sip my.
please support the Milk Goga. All
You're
right.
a
So
mess. You're a mess.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you,
Um.
I thought you would have wait for it. But I wanted to get up and go and get me a bottle of water because I run out of water. And my mouth I find my mouth kind of getting dry here. So yeah, Lady
Yeah.
Helen
Sick.
from Clarksdale. So
Yeah,
yeah,
by the way,
sorry,
Sikul,
go ahead.
Jaril is very handy. Jaril is very handy. Like he creates things. He builds things. He's a builder. So I like how Sikul is reminding us that you are the one who built that backdrop. Like that is
This
yeah.
this is to make it's a kind of privacy thing on the deck that I'm sitting on here. Then I left here open up. And guys, for people that didn't, let me give them a view of my backyard because I was telling them I did a fence, and I like to be real. I already put it out there, so I'm going to show you guys. Here we go.
Oh wow! Okay, let's see. Nice. Oh, this is what I see when you're doing your live streams in the morning. But
this is this is the area that you see. So the back kind of has some shade, so you won't be able to see the back. And I won't be walking with this all the way down here. But this is the side here. The fence has been done. Well, it hasn't finished yet. I still have some work to be done on it. So
amazing. We are getting some compliments here. I put you on solo layout so that I could see they could see the entire screen. Miss V says, Goga, thank you for having Jah Real on your panel. It was such a nice way to spend a Sunday afternoon. I'm glad you guys had an amazing time. With Jah Real. Even Moti says, wow, that was good. Moti, of all the people, if Moti enjoyed this conversation, I mean, you guys, you need to give us our flowers. How many thumbs ups does Jah Real have on the other side? Make sure that those thumbs ups are very decent. So let me see real quick before we release you guys. Mkenya UK, nice to see you. Mkenya UK, nice to see you.
I won't say anything.
Yeah,
on these streams, I won't say anything. So
yeah, don't worry. I'll take care. Moti, that was too soon. Moti, that was too soon. Moti is like, I was talking about my advice. Moti, okay, I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. Oh my goodness. Yes, Jared. Sorry.
All right, Miss White. I don't know how you get into this pamper thing, eh? But yeah. I see somebody already bring you in the mix already. You know what I mean? But that's all right. Chopping an iron at you mean you went all the way out so to tell people about my predicament, my pampers. I tell you I don't use pampers, I use depend on which one.
Oh dear. Oh my goodness.
Because what happened in the morning when I get up, I usually I be drinking water like practically all the time. Because if they'd see me here with a bottle of beer and a glass of wine, they'd be like, watch it. I think we got to have an intervention. Jah is drinking too much, but I'm drinking water and I had to go to the bathroom and release myself. They're kind of like, oh, well, we had to get depends for it. No, they say, what is this? Sharpening got and is the one that comes up with that, and them and Nero hang on that. They run me red.
Yeah.
So I tell them, I say I don't want I want depend on which one, because it's two of them. It's which one you want me to use the depends for? Depend on which one. Yes, guys. Yeah.
Moti, I like what you're saying, Moti. Yes, guys. Make sure you've liked the live stream. Once again, this is a multi-stream.
And Lydia, thank you for being a part of the channel. Thank you for being
the member.
Thank you for being a part of the channel. Thank you for being a member. And when I get at least 10 membership on my channel, I am gonna make sure that you guys see my video first. I'm gonna premiere it with you first before anybody else, and then we drop it. Kenny, how you?
Yeah, that's a very good thing. Miss Kina, nice to see you, MC Kina. MC Kina, and congratulations on 1K. That was amazing.
Kina.
Congratulations.
Kina.
Yeah.
Okay, Kenny.
Oh, there are people, the Kenyans, I think it is Helen. Helen, my managing mod is the one who actually pronounced her name wrong the first time. So it kind of stuck in my head. And then I realized, wait, it is MC Kina. It's MC Kina. Yeah.
Yes,
so I had to change how I say it. So welcome. Guys, this has been fun, but we have to release the gentleman. But before I release him, I'm going to give him a moment just to he's going to talk to you guys and say something on his solo layout.
Thank you, Lydia, for
Yeah.
for my second month. Thank you.
Yeah, but before I release him, I want to ask him a question I always ask every guest who comes to the Sunday service. Jaril, how do you unwind? You know what? Because the world is moving to a space where we talk a lot about self care. We talk about like trying to take time to recharge for yourself. How does Jaril unwind? How does Jaril stay sane out of the chaos that can be social media? How do you find your own peace, that peaceful space?
I have a brother that I could sit down and have conversation for hours. That's how I unwind because we have
Amazing.
a really good camaraderie with one another. And for hours we could sit down and have conversation from one thing to the other. That's my unwind. And the beat, making beats and so on. That is one of my unwind time because I could get
Nice.
to that and I wouldn't even know if somebody come and move me from one place to the other because you're into it and you're like listening and your ears focus on the beat that coming out, the music that coming out, and you want to make sure that when you put something together, it's like coincide with what you're making. Yeah, that
Mhm.
is my unwind time.
I
Uh,
love that. I
yeah,
love that. I love that. All right.
I'm simple.
Right. Of course. Thank you.
That come out sarcastically, my man.
I know, yeah, the way it came up. Unless I'm like saying right. Um, all right, guys, this was fun. Allow me to give Jaril a moment to just. Everyone is saying, Jaril, it's been very nice. That is from Miss Gould, Miss Kevnish Gould. Thank you so much. And once again, Miss Kevnish, welcome back. I know, she's coming in from just, she lost her brother. I learned that from Jaril a couple of days ago, and I'm glad that she's back on the space and she's trying to build back. So welcome back, Miss Gould, in the space, and I'm glad that I got to connect you from Jaril's community as well. Deritu, nice to see you. I think I'm up to date on the chat. CJ, welcome, CJ. I'm going to give Jaril a chance to speak to you guys on his own solo layout. I think there's no question on the chat, so I guess I can give him that particular moment so that he can sign off in the best way he knows how, and then we'll be able to release him, and then we can finalize on the live stream. Right,
What,
Jaril,
what, what,
take it away.
you had me in jail this today or what? And he
What?
said he released me. He had me in jail or something, man. The English language is a B, So anyway,
Jaril,
thank you,
move.
thank you, thank you, thank you, wonderful people. Thank you for all the people that usually come in and support. Thank you for the new people that support here today, not just me, also Goga. It's been a wonderful time I spent a wonderful time here, and I'm thankful and grateful for every support that you guys have been given. And please go out and support yourself. If there's no rain where you are, please make some rain of your own, and some sun of your own, and some whatever it ain't there for you, make it of your own. But anyway, as we move, thank you again, Goga. We'll do this another time, and blessings to everyone. Much love you all. Come again tomorrow morning. Yeah, around out the lyrics, puppy.
Thank you so much, Jaril. This was fun. Guys, a good story is good until another one is told. Appreciate each and every one of you for turning up at the Sunday service. It was so nice having each and every one of you here. To the people who are watching from Jaril's side, because I know Jaril is not going to have enough time to do this, you can raid back to my channel. I'm going to end my live stream, but I want to end Jaril's live stream side so that whatever I say next doesn't have to appear on his channel. So the people who are watching from Jaril's side, you can come to my channel. I'm just going to drop the link on Jaril's side. So you can click on that link. You can Uber. Just take an Uber to my channel, and then I will redirect, and we'll go and surprise somebody in the community who needs the support. So thank you so much once again, Jaril. I have to let me. Oh, he's very picky on words. Let me allow the gentleman to have a good rest of the day. So thank you so much, Jaril. Have a lovely one.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right.
Thank you, guys. Thank you immensely.
You're most welcome. So, guys, I'm going to end the live stream on Jaril's side. So, if you're still there, so I'm going to end the live stream right now, and then you can jump on my live stream, and then I will end my live stream shortly after that. All right. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And the gentleman is out of the building. All right. So, Jah Real, I will just remove you from the stage. Okay. So, thank you so much. Wait. And there was one. So Jah Real is out of the building now, and I think the live stream on his side has ended. Thank you so much, guys, for the support. I don't think I missed any comments there, so we are good. So, guys, I want us to go for a redirect. I am going to discuss receipts, but I'm not going to do it on my live stream. I'm going to discuss receipts, but I'm not going to do it on my live stream. I have to go for an interview on somebody's live stream, and she has already started. So we are going to discuss receipts there because I'm the guest. So the best way of doing this is to send you on a raid there so that we can go discuss receipts there. Okay. So I'm going to set up the redirect now so that I can throw you guys there automatically, and then we go continue the receipts there. Does that sound like a good deal? Of course. All right, so that's what we are going to do because I want you to meet. You've already met Akashi. She's co-hosted the Sunday service before, and she's amazing. She has great energy. So she invited me to come and hang out with her. So I'm just going to do that right now. So I told her I will discuss receipts on her live stream. I will save the receipts after Jah Real's interview for her live stream. So I'm going to just set her up for the redirect, and then I throw you there automatically so that we can discuss receipts there. So just give me a moment. Let me search for her. Where is she? Let's see. She should be raidable. Let me just copy. If she was not raidable, that will be a scandal. Okay, she's raidable. I've selected her. I have saved it. Okay, so I'm going to join you guys on the panel on the other side. Where are my moderators to drop for me the raid link, raid commands? So thank you so much, Moti, and thank you so much for the raid. Jah Real, thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate you, Jah Real, and everybody who jumped in through that train. So guys, I'm going to end this live stream now, but I'm going to discuss receipts. I'm going on an interview on another panel, right now. It has even started, and I'm not late. I'm just I'm tardy. So I'm going to discuss receipts on the other side. So we are 22 of us here. So when we jump there, let us just go and you just go and type Gogarit. I just need to go and change my outfit real quick, and then I'm joining her on the panel. So let's do that, and then let me just do that real quick, and then we will debrief about this interview tomorrow. Okay, so I've set up the redirect. So we are going to Akashi Chris. She's expecting me. So let's see. I just need to get the link because I need to join her stream yet. So that you guys can find me there. I want you guys to find me on the live stream there, even during the raid. So yeah, I need to go there on the raid. So without further ado, I'm going to end this live stream. It's going to throw you automatically to where we are going to discuss the receipts. Okay, so I will see you in the next few minutes. If you have not given me a thumbs up, please I almost say double tap the screen. This obsession with vertical live streams, guys. So I'm just going to jump over on the other side so that I can join Akashi, and then I will discuss receipts there. So, okay. So thank you so much, guys, for joining my conversation with Jah Real. Make sure you join his live stream tomorrow morning. I will see you in the next 1 minute on the next live stream. I am reading you guys automatically to the next live stream. You will find me there. You can discuss receipts there. Hey, JR Cyclot, welcome, JR. How you doing, JR, brother? Thank you so much for coming in. JR, you did an amazing job yesterday, the other day with the decorations. Thank you so much. Moti says, I'm just wondering if someone had me hidden. No, Moti, no one can hide you. No one can hide you here. No one can hide you. Miss Gould, thank you so much for the raid. Miss Gould, let me see whether I can acknowledge anything that came through there. Sandy Shima says, I appreciate both of you. Thank you so much. We appreciate you too. King Nero, we appreciate you too. I prefer receipts here. Malon says, because I'm late for the interview, I will discuss the receipts on the other side. All right, Liz Wavinya, nice to see you, and each and everybody else. Guys, copy paste the command. Goga, when are you coming here? Kate, it's supposed to be November. I'm still going through the process. I will let you know. It's supposed to be November in the next like 2 months. In the next 2 months. I will let you know the date. Around 9th of November, thereabout. That is the estimated time to be there, because the graduation is taking place on that particular day. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you guys on the next one. I hope you had an amazing time with Jah Real, and make sure you go leave a comment if you did not connect to him. His name is on the tagline of the title of this live stream, so make sure you do that. All right. Now let us go for receipts. You'll find me on the other side. And then we can have a conversation. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you at Akashi's live stream in the next 1 minute. Right. Be ready. When you land there, copy paste this. Go Garade 3 purple hats. Go Garade 3 purple hats. Go Garade. All right. Let me go and change my outfit, and then I will see you in the next like 1 minute. All right. See you in Oklahoma, United States.